Garbage or nothing. The recent death of capitalism has everybody fucked around and confused. Private enterprise, laissez-faire, legally murderous piracy gone, already buried to be replaced by what? If it doesn't have a name, how can you talk about it? And what about the garbage? Who's going to collect the garbage? Now there's something you can talk about. America 1968, so incredibly wealthy that the local spiritual crisis is what we're going to do about the garbage. The economic crisis, how to distribute the garbage. The political crisis, who's going to collect the garbage and why should anyone want the job? While in the oblivious streets, attention has suddenly exploded in the flesh bodies and the various ways of rubbing them together. The Evolutionary Credit and Loan Association has terminated our contract, stamped it paid in full, and the planet is ours at last. Sudden flashes that maybe those 5,000 years of time payments, all those payments on the dot, all those food wars and social cipher contracts were gestures of empty anxiety. Now that it's ours and we can take a casual look around, well, there's so much garbage. 4 billion people camped in the planetary wilderness, and somehow we forgot about the garbage. Our wilderness is turning sour. It stinks. No place in the cosmology of planetary physics for garbage. What? What an astounding oversight. What were our ancestors thinking about? America, a nation in 1968, so incredibly wealthy that all morality is based on the problems of excess. Fantasy executives and governmental spies running wild-eyed down the corridors of control. There's too fucking much of it. It's completely out of control. Power leak, power leak. The cells of power grow wild. Undisciplined freedom, cancer. Sudden flashes that the future of bureaucracy, spy systems, lies, and garbage control. People are using it. People picking it up free on the streets, living on it. They no longer respond to the seduction of the state. There's no way to get a hold on them. Pomposity, suicide, and rigidity machines put to work at a furious clip. All this garbage must be cataloged and filed. Garbage destruction teams trained. Parking lots on the tillable land. Thousands of well-programmed garbage experts march to work each day to get it down on paper. Enormous factories hastily tooled for garbage conversation. Or is it conversion? By God, we'll make napalm out of it. Youngsters who don't understand it's all been paid for already are given guns, given napalm, and shipped to parts of the planet where there may be people who might be hip to our garbage and might want some of it for themselves. The situation complicates itself incredibly. Computer engineers make it worse. The machines don't understand power, sex, and control. The machines program usable garbage and forbidden fantasies of free. The Secretary of Garbage Control considers dropping acid and getting it over with. Systems of control go schizophrenic. They writhe and contort in involuntary paranoia. System aside makes headlines. America, a nation so incredibly wealthy in 1968 that all morality is based on excess. True American career counselors now ask only one question. Do you want to produce garbage or do you want to collect garbage? Industrialist or politician? Fish farm or junkyard? The young people want no part of it, of course. What with garbage or natural matrix and medium? Produce it, collect it, they want to fuck in it. The career counselors build marvelous constructions of seduction and mystery. They transubstantiate symbol money into sex, into power, into death insurance, into pleasure. But it's just things. It's garbage. It's overflow and the young people know it. They throw the career counselor out the window. Who's going to collect the garbage? Who knows? Who cares? Let's use it to act out our fantasies. Use it for unimaginable gratifications. We were sitting around the other night talking about garbage, making screaming intuitive leaps through each other's arguments, when William Fritsch suddenly woke up and shouted, what I got to do is learn to do nothing. And of course, that's it. And it's not surprising that the solution came from a man who sometimes arrives at the compulsion to visit all his friends and empty the garbage for them. Garbage crisis cannot be solved. They must be allowed to disappear. The alternative to the garbage collection production box is to do just exactly nothing. No more and no less. Sudden flashes of the invisible network, with the invisible spine planted squarely on it. Organic units in the planetary ecology, doing nothing. Ecological systems have no garbage in them, contain nothing that is alien to them. Invisible networks of nameless human connectives, names shed as metaphysical garbage, can help each other to do nothing. That part of the psyche, organism to which name is attached, that part which does things in praise of the name, that part withers in the flesh caress of the anonymous community. The galactic actor does nothing in the name of anything. He receives his direction from the silent spinal telegraph. His spine is planted square on an invisible network. He does nothing. His movements are not outside the process. It's paid for, all of it. A cellophane bag represents 5,000 years of machine history, inventors, suicide by their inventions, eons of garbage dedication paid for in cancer rooms, in fallen cocks, and in the crazy waste of our fathers. Generations dead of lack love sold for 29 cents. Your birth certificate is your final credit card. Stack the garbage in piles and people will live in among it. Communities of free parallel spines planted square on the invisible network. They will do nothing to affect the celebratory transformation of garbage into spinal food. Their movements are not outside the process. The invisible networks grow through the absent university of nothingness, disguised as dope sellers, as sneak thieves, as naked, dripping 17-year-old American girls. Doctors of garbage philosophy, doing nothing in public, teaching nothing, demonstrating nothing, living paradigms of nothing. The absent university is powered by social magic. It has flesh classrooms. It is a university of the spine. Tuition is paid in units of psychic bondage. Its graduates are free. That is the end.